Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 24th through the 30th. Although we're checking into May 24th through 30, we have a lunar eclipse happening on the 26th. And when there are eclipses happening, it can extend the energy for like about 6 months or so sometimes. So even though we're looking into the week of the 24th through the 30th, there could be things coming up in this reading that are going to kind of be a theme or a chapter or cycle over the next 6 months for some of you. So we're just going to check in here and see what's coming up for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, May 24th through 30, as well as through the next 6 months as we come into this energy, this eclipsed energy that's going to get kicked off. Alrighty, my dears, let's get right on into it and see what we have coming up. So your first card here, Scorpio, is the Ace of Pentacles. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, correct me if I'm wrong because I can't remember everything, but I feel like the Ace of Pentacles came up either last week or the week before, and prior to that even. If you've been watching the weekly forecasts in the comments, please let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like this is popping up for Scorpio a little bit frequently. Maybe not every single week, but I feel like it's popping up fairly frequently, which makes me really excited. Traditionally speaking, Ace of Pentacles is going to be seen as new energy coming into your life, okay? Pentacles are about energy. And a lot of the times, that energy can be attached to financial things. So the Ace of Pentacles can be a new contract or agreement, an increase in pay, a promotion, a better paying job, business might start booming for those of you who are self-employed, but something could be happening here that's increasing the flow of money into your life. But I get really excited when I see Ace of Pentacles because, like I said, it's a card about energy. And so over the years reading for people, one of the things I've noticed, Ace of Pentacles seems to come up when the person that I'm reading for is going through a massive energy shift, a massive energetic upgrade, and the person is breaking out of what is sometimes referred to as generational curses, okay? Generational curses, lower vibrational inherited energies, okay? Aries also got this card. Some of you could have an Aries placement or be dealing with an Aries through this release. But one of the things that happens also when I see the Ace of Pentacles come up, if you are an empath people especially will inherit a lot of trauma energy from the generations before. And I've heard it can go as far back as 7 generations. I've even heard somebody argue 8. I'm not really sure how to differentiate between 7 generations and 8 generations, but it can go back a long way. It can go back a long way. And you may have been feeling really stuck, Scorpio, like, how much more do I have to heal? What the heck? I've cut all my cords. I've released all my exes. I've done all of my shadow work. I've done all of my releasing. But you might feel like you keep hitting this wall in terms of your healing or your spiritual gifts or abilities or just certain blocks in your life. And the reason why is it's inherited energies. And you're going to be breaking out of them when the Ace of Pentacles comes up. So this lunar eclipse that's coming up is going to help us release limited thinking and release anything that no longer serves us, anything that's been slowing us down. So a lot of you Scorpios, you may have already been releasing the baggage, right? Scorpios, when they cut out of a situation, they tend not to look back. So many of you have already done the boundary setting. Many of you have already done the cord cutting stuff. And now the Ace of Pentacles is saying in the eclipsed energy, you're going to be able to go through like this spiritual mutation or like this spiritual evolution, restructuring your spiritual DNA so that you can release and disconnect from the heavier things that have come into your DNA. The same way that you inherited the color of your eyes, your hair type, your height, your body shape and build, right? We inherit these things. So you're disconnecting from the inherited of the lower energies or the heavier energies. You're not going to carry them anymore. I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought here. Okay, it came back to me. So when we're going through this kind of a release, you may be super duper exhausted, super duper drained. It might feel like you get up to make yourself something to eat and you're like, I have no energy. I have no energy to put that salad together, or I have no energy to put that in the oven. Or you might just, you know, feel like you don't have energy to tidy up, or you just might be like, man, I'm sleeping so much lately. It could be a good idea to go to the doctor if you can, if you're able to, and make sure that there's no, like nothing more serious happening. But when we have this kind of spiritual restructuring, it's normal to be tired. It's normal to be exhausted. Stay don't stay dehydrated. No, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Make sure you're getting enough water, maybe extra water even, than whatever you normally drink. I know some people drink up to a gallon a day. My trainer wants me to drink a gallon of water a day, and God, man, am I trying to work up to that? But, you know, a gallon is a lot of water. But, you know, just try to make sure that you're staying hydrated. Try to make sure that you are getting enough rest, and be gentle with yourself. Avoid putting labels on yourself right now as like lazy or, you know, anything like that. It's not going to do you any favors. You know, don't look at it in that way. But just be gentle with the changes that you're going through, because you're releasing energy from your body. You're releasing energy on a cellular level, and that is intense. The next card here, Scorpio, is the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you are getting unblocked, and you are literally getting unblocked in terms of finances. There can be significant stability coming your way. There could be a windfall of money, but overall this is going to be long-term security and long-term stability. Okay, I'm going to cut in here and say something real quick and then go back to the financial stuff. The Ten of Pentacles, we associate it with money. It can also come up sometimes when we're getting unblocked in terms of manifesting, because the Ten of Pentacles can mean that what we've been thinking about, what we've been dreaming about, we're actually seeing it come into the physical world. We're seeing it take shape before our eyes. So some of you are going to see a lot of manifestations coming in back to back. Going back to the subject of money and finances, having the Ten of Pentacles follow the Ace of Pentacles makes me feel a lot of you may have inherited either a family energy of poverty and lack, or your family energy, you may have inherited financial energy of feast or famine. Like there's no steady energy. It's either really good or really bad. Like when the money is good, it's high on the hog, it's super amazing, it's amazing good. And when things are bad financially, they're bad. Like they're hand to mouth, complete and total, you know, financial devastation. Like maybe you've had these cycles, Scorpio, in your life where money is really good or critically in a bad situation. And Ten of Pentacles comes up to say you're coming into that steady energy. There's no more feast or famine. There's abundance, there's security, there's stability. Some of you may even be establishing a legacy that you're going to be able to leave on to future generations. Some of you are going to begin acquiring wealth and putting it into property, which will be continued wealth for you that you'll be able to use in terms of like renting it out as like a rental income or an Airbnb, or you may be fixing up a place and selling it and making a profit. There could be something with property for some of you. I feel some of you have been wanting to put out something very creative or very spiritual in terms of like a product or a workspace, and you've been having a hard time finding the right place to do this. And I feel like you're manifesting over the next 6 months, getting operations going, having a place where you can do it, a place where you can afford and still make profit from your work, right? And to be able to really, really get your work established, okay? Some of you are building an empire from a very humble beginnings, but comfortable beginnings and adequate beginnings, a space where you're going to be able to do the work without interruption, without distraction, having enough space. So like say like you need space to store items or inventory, you're going to be able to figure out how to make that work. You're going to have a space for your materials. You're going to have a space where you can work. And specifically, I feel like it's going to be where you have a place where you can sleep and rest. And you don't have to think about work, or you don't have to think about projects. You have a place where you can sit and read or listen to music or watch TV. You have a space where you can go exercise. You can go eat in the kitchen. Like, things are divided and you're able to kind of have that space in your life where it's not like completely taking over. You don't have boxes all over the place. You don't have boxes of tarot cards falling on you when you're trying to get into bed. Like, you have space. You have space for what you're trying to do. Okay, your next card here is the King of Cups, and this can be water sign energy. And so water sign energy is going to be obviously Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Some of you could be dealing with fellow water signs. I know traditionally the court cards in tarot are seen as other people coming into a situation or a person coming into a situation. But if you're new here, hi, welcome. I try to focus on you in the weekly forecasts. Once a month, I'll do a love reading, and I'll put the link to the love readings in the description of the video. But I know a lot of people from watching love readings, the King of Cups gets typecast or stereotyped as husband, father, you're getting married, you're going to have babies. That might be something that some of you are manifesting. That could be happening. Some of you are stepping into husband energy, or you're manifesting a husband, or, babies or whatever. That could be happening. I'm not saying that that is automatically disqualified from this reading. I'm just saying that I'm setting the intention where we're looking a little bit deeper here. We're not just going to look at him as one little, layer. We're going to look at all the layers. And so King of Cups can be very assertive energy, where somebody is generous, but there's also a certain level of respect you have to step up to him with, right? The King of Cups can be very generous, very kind, very loving, but he's nobody's fool. And he's not going to be taken advantage of. And he's not going to be taken for granted. Okay? People know that if they're going to step to the King of Cups, there are certain requirements. There are certain boundaries. There's certain respect. And so Scorpio, I feel like some of you are coming into a patriarch or matriarch energy within your family. Like the torch is being passed over to you. And you're going to be in charge. And some of you are also coming into financial stability, right? And some of you might be dealing with like grown adult siblings or, relatives who maybe don't quite have it together just yet. And maybe in the past, these are people who have really pulled on you for your strengths, but they've also at the same time been disrespectful. They haven't been appreciative. And like I said, Scorpio, a lot of you have already cut those ties or laid down those boundaries, and you're not dealing with it anymore. You're not allowing it anymore. And so I feel with this King of Cups energy, your success over the next 6 months might cause certain people that you've distanced yourself from to circle back around again. They may circle back around again, and they might be looking at you for guidance, for advice, maybe even financial help. And some of you are like, heck no, they can take a hike, right? But the difference this time is these people are learning that it is a privilege to be in your life. That they can't come in disrespectfully. They can't come in demanding. Or if you're going to give them help, if you're going to give them assistance, There are certain rules that are in place. There are boundaries in place, and that you are going to be respected. And so I feel there's a shift in dynamic. And for some of you, this is, like I said, you're stepping in as patriarch or matriarch of your family. The torch is being passed over to you, and you might also be seen as somebody that people are coming to for money. Some of you are like, what in the heck? How did I end up in this situation? Because I remember when I was living hand to mouth. I remember when I was walking around with holes in my shoes, couch surfing, and then I upgraded to a second-hand air mattress that had a hole in it, and I'd wake up on the floor every morning. I'd go to sleep on the air mattress and wake up on the flat floor, you know, and you're like, how in the heck did I all of a sudden come into this position or situation where people are coming to me asking for me to invest in their ideas or projects? Some of you are coming into like status of what some people refer to as like an angel investor or an investor of some kind. And you're like, how in the heck did that happen? But again, the money is coming to you at that time because now you're wise. Now you're not gonna squander it. You're not gonna lose it. You're not going to feel bad for people and allow them to take advantage. So I feel, Scorpio, some of you are going to find yourself investing and getting profit in that way as well. Some of you are coming into a really high level of financial stability here. Your next card is... oh, the Ten of Cups. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So, Ten of Cups is happiness in all areas of our life, right? Going back to the whole typecast thing, or the whole thing of people watching tarot for love readings, Ten of Cups gets typecast as marriage, babies, happily ever after, true love forever and ever, amen, right? And that can absolutely, positively be what many of you Scorpios might be manifesting right now. However, that's not everybody's ideal happily ever after, right? Some people are at a different stage in their life. They're not looking to pop out babies or adopt kids. Some people are not looking to get married. Some people are perfectly content with their current marriage or relationship, and there's nothing that needs to be fixed about it. Ten of Cups, generally, specifically... that sounds like a contradiction to say generally and specifically, but Ten of Cups, basically, the word I'm looking for is basically. Basically, Ten of Cups is all-encompassing, complete and total satisfaction in your life, in all areas of your life, and a sense of inner peace. That's going to look like a different scenario for different ones of you. This is a case-by-case individual basis. Whatever your Ten of Cups is, whatever your happily ever after is, you are manifesting that. You know, for you, it could be going and living completely by yourself all alone in a cabin in a remote place, not having to deal with anybody. And that is like your pure bliss when you think about it. For some of you, it could be, having a companion, but they have their own house, they have their own place, and you have your own space, and you all don't have to live together, but you can travel, and you can spend time together, and you can have companionship. Some of you, it could be getting married or moving in with somebody and having a couple of little fur babies. For some of you, it could just be finding the right roommate, or being surrounded by soul family. Right? It's going to be different for different people. But overall, Ten of Cups is happiness in every area of your life. Complete and total satisfaction and a sense of inner peace, a sense of bliss. And that's where you all are heading through in the next 6 months, Scorpio. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Be gentle with yourself, remember, and you might want to check out your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. Some weeks those videos might resonate more than others. They might add a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going through massive clearing right now. I talked a little bit here about breaking out of generational curses and empaths who inherit energy. And over the past couple of months, Spirit has been preparing me, shaping me, molding me through the things happening in my life that I cannot even begin to express right now. And if you Scorpios remember, we had the Tower card last week. I got hit with a massive tower. Massive tower. Okay? I can honestly say I did not see that coming, and it broke my heart. But it had to happen. It had to happen, and you guys are going to benefit from the fact that it happened, okay, in the coming weeks and months. But thank you for your patience with me. I'm trying to get regular again. My goal is to have the weekly forecasts posted in the middle of the week prior, so they're not coming up the Monday or Tuesday of. And I'm trying to get caught up on the private readings right now. As soon as the private readings are caught up, the videos will be up quicker, and the podcast will start resuming regularly on a regular schedule again. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Your continued love and support mean more than you know. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And I'll see you all next week. Bye, Scorpio.